Print this article. The Ravens and Tennessee Titans are forever inextricably linked as franchises, thanks in part to their historic ties as old foes in the AFC Central, a rivalry that produced some of the greatest games in modern NFL history, and in part to a couple key players who played big roles for both teams. Baltimore, Tennessee feels like estranged brothers getting together to hash out old differences. Speaking of those players, Steve McNair's sons will be the honorary 12th men for the game today. The other guy of whom I was thinking has, unfortunately, been in the news lately for some disturbing reasons. As for the current iterations of these two teams, they find themselves in a similar position, one of trying to take advantage of the unfortunate injury to Houston QB Deshaun Watson. Watson had his Texans charging hard, and without him, the AFC South starts to shape up nicely for the Texans, while the AFC wildcard hunt loses a contender for the Ravens. A win today could go a long way toward the goals of whichever team is able to muster it. Let's reignite this old rivalry properly. And now, let's take a look at the stats, notes, quotes, and more to get you ready for Ravens-Titans. Mia's White Marsh. Know Thy Enemy series history quotes of the week. OLB Terrell Suggs on the Ravens' 400 win over Miami. And going back to work, we know how we are capable of playing against Miami. I think we got a little back to Raven football. You can't take shutouts for granted. We have 2 of them this year, which is pretty good. But we also have been on the other side of that, where we have been lit up. We are .500. We have been here before. 8 games left. It is all about what we do with it. You definitely want to be consistent. I have said that before. Mediocrity is the worst thing in the world. You do not want to just be average. Like I said, we have a lot of work to do. We are 44. We got 1 in the win column versus Miami, and we are going back to work. This Sporting News. Ron Clements on RB. Alex Collins is a star in the making. Collins might have other NFL running backs take Irish dance lessons if he continues to play like he did versus Miami. Collins, a 5th-round pick from Arkansas in the 2016 NFL Draft, recorded his first career 100-yard game against the NFL's 5th-ranked rush defense. He has an explosive burst through the hole and runs with excellent vision. He's also shifty in the open field and caught 2 passes for 30 yards. RB. Alex Collins on how rewarding this year has been. It's been really important. I just give a lot of credit to the staff and the head coach and everybody for giving me that opportunity coming in, and trusting and believing in me. I had a few fumble mishaps earlier in the season, and I appreciate them just sticking with me. It's a great feeling. I feel the family atmosphere. Everybody's got your back, and I love it here. Just the perseverance of coming to a new team and learning a new system. I definitely kept my head down and just worked hard to get where I am. CJ Mosley on the Ravens' 400 win over Miami and improving after a tough few games on defense. We knew we could do it, and for the most part, we weren't doing it. Like I said, we were letting those runs leak out. They always leaked out at the wrong time in the game. It's a good thing to put it on tape. Against Miami, we got back to what we do. We can look at the things that we did wrong, the plays that got out, and look at this whole game, but once we play our technique and everybody stays square in your gap, the results showed. We've just got to make sure we have that same mentality going forward. Coordinator Marty Mornan Wagonti. Ronnie Stanley, I know this, with hard work, continued hard work, because he is a hard worker, he may end up being one of the best in the league. He's a fine player. We're glad to have Ronnie at the left tackle spot. Getting to know you. QA with Matthew Judon. You graduated from Grand Valley State with a degree in sports management and business. How do you hope to utilize that degree? I want to be an athletic director. So, I want to go back to school and get my MBA, but that's far down the line. Hopefully, I can play 11 more years. What interested you in being an athletic director? GVS. You had a pretty cool athletic director, Tim Selgo. I really wanted to be an engineer, but I couldn't be an engineer and play football at the same time. I chose football, and it worked out for me. What's your favorite thing about Baltimore? The fans, they love you out here. They are passionate, and they're good people. Can you explain the meaning of the tattoo on your arm? I have 9 brothers and sisters, so I have all their names wrapped around my arm, and it's a tree going through it. I have a cross on my forearm with my mom and dad's name on it. It's like a family tree. What's your favorite cheat meal? My favorite fast food is Taco Bell. I eat everything on the menu, but I always get a Mexamelt. Who is your favorite artist right now? I like a lot of music. I like 6 Lack right now. He's an R&B artist from Atlanta. Lil Pump is another new artist that puts out bangers. Future always has hits. Young Pinch, that's my guy. My brother is also a rapper, so anything he drops is fire. Who is the most underrated player you've played with? Going to go all the way back to high school. His name was Kevin King. He was a linebacker, probably 59. He wasn't a really big guy, but every game he was breaking ribs. He was one of the hardest hitters I had seen. Who is the best teammate you've ever had? My college roommates Isaiah Dunning, Justice Wright and Charles Johnson. They're my closest friends still today. Best dressed me. I feel like I'm the best dressed on the team, because I do a lot with a little bit. I can go anywhere and pick out a crispy suit. I could rock a jogger, and people would be like, dang, funniest teammate. I think I'm funny, but Michael Campanaro is up there. Someone who is underestimated funny is Capron Lewis Moore. Says Terrell Suggs is funny, but that's because he's uncensored. Who is the best hype-up man on the team? Jalen Hill. Hey, you look familiar. Key connections. Ravens RB Terrence West was a member of the 2015 Titans squad before signing with his hometown team of Baltimore Ravens. Steven Johnson appeared in all 16 games for the Titans during the 2015 season. Titans' Brendan Tryack competed with the Ravens from 201,315, primarily on special teams, while Tennessee Tay Phillips played in 6 games with Baltimore in 2014. Titans injured reserve Victor Ochi originally signed with the Ravens as a rookie free agent following the 2016 NFL Draft. Titans practice squad WRCJ Board originally signed with the Ravens as a rookie free agent in 2017 and spent training camp and preseason in Baltimore. Baltimore equipment manager William Sheridan served as the Titans Oilers assistant equipment manager from 1997-2006 and worked for the Nashville Predators. Titans WR Darius Jennings was born in Baltimore and played RB, QB and DB at the Gilman School from 200,711. Titans TE's coach Arthur Smith attended Georgetown Prep North Bethesda, Maryland. HS. Laugh of the week at expense of Ravens opponent. Looks like Ravens fans have taken over Nashville. Hey at Country Message Off. What the heck is this? Pic.twitter.com @Culk5DP. Steve Lehman at Steve Lehman November 4, 2017.